Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it.
Jammaversary mode.
Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion? How are you all doing tonight? This is J-Man, of course, and it's a new week here at J360 Productions. And yeah, that's not me in a tornado or anything, but that is totally my fan over there blowing really high because it's been hot for the last couple of friggin' days. This weather is abnormal as hell, isn't it? It's all good. I'll take it. Been looking forward to this kind of stuff because homeboy gets extra money, gets paid. Well, no, that's not just the reason. The main reason is it's Jammaversary month. And you see, as it was and as it's going to be, you're getting a report on that. The status report is that things are back on schedule as they should be. I had to go away for a second week of the month because I was working on J360 TV projects and programs. And speaking of one of those projects and programs, JamsTV is now active. As I promised and as I told you, it is finally happening. And it's so good to have J360 TV flying off and just becoming great as it is. Like, a lot of people have loved that first episode, and don't you worry, because since it's a part of the itinerary this year, there is another Jams TV coming, and that will be next Friday. Yup, next Friday is Jams TV 2. And you see, if you didn't make the cut for it, don't worry, there will be a third one. You see a pattern here, right? This is just a new evolution for the show, and I'm telling you, like, so many of y'all have, been positive in terms of reception and acceptance, and not to mention submitting your content, which is really, really cool. And not to mention, I love filming for this. So yeah, the new direction is going to be epic. And for those of you that have been paying attention to J360 Radio 2, guess what? Yes, I did take a little hiatus from J360 Radio to focus on J360 TV, so it is cool. Those of you Power Play fans out there, don't you worry, we're not done with the Power Play. We are still working on different things for that. Kind of had some schedule issues and stuff, but it's not a problem anymore. Things are coming back strong, and you'll be surprised what the next new lineup of games are. For those that have wondered if I'm going to finish Shenmue, yes I am. I'm finishing that. That is definitely the game for right now, because I don't feel like going back to Onimusha 2 yet. But when I do go back there, we got some ground to cover. And that game is long. I forgot how long Onimusha 2 was. Like, you know what I'm saying? But don't you worry, though. That's more of Power Play stuff. And, yeah, that is still a thing. So, Power Play and Jams over on J360 TV. You're probably wondering what next series is going to cross the line next. And if you've been paying attention, you kind of figure it out, right? You wonder if it's the J-Man Show, you wonder if it's Hangouts, you wonder if it's the Cyclone. Like, a lot of people are taking their guesses on that. Those are just three choices that you can work with right now, but there's a lot of stuff going to J360 TV. Now, where does that leave J360 Radio? You're probably wondering. J360 Radio is still going to be on air, as far as I know. I'm like, you know what I mean? We will see what the standard of things will be, but, as transitions go and as, things are more J360 TV, the thing is, it's like, just keep an eye on the links and stuff, Fortunately, with J360 TV, you only have to worry about two links, which is the Twitch stuff when we do live things, and then, when we go ahead and do other things, which is on, the YouTube channel. So you will have the link to both of those in the description box as soon as we finish this episode. For those of you that are wondering about the mini bites, however, the mini bites will still carry on. If anything, they're like your link between the two. So what is happening here with the mini bites right now, cool, you're catching it live, right? Right. So as soon as that's done, it's actually going to go out to all podcast distributions in the J360 TV channel. So you don't miss a beat if you're actually staying in step. And by the way, shout outs to those who actually did subscribe. Like, I saw the numbers go up, and I'm like, yes! And you know what? Like, the same for, like, episode 48 of Jams was just beautiful, too. Phenomenal. Like, in terms of, like, how it all came together, we actually beat the deadline again. The grid stayed strong. And then not to mention, like, everybody performed. And we had 3 debuts back-to-back in that whole episode. And, of course, you know we are continuing on with that because 49 is this week. It is Jams Week again. And it'll be Jams Week until the end of, let's say, July 8th. You know why? Because, like, I was gone for about a week. So, you know, there's kind of a hole right there, so we're going to fill it. And the thing is, while we're at it, July 8th is also the end of Jammaversary this year. Jams at that point will be officially 3 years old. And then not to mention Jams 50, which ends the season, is going to be on July 8th. And that is going to be a big episode to cover. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I'll be alive Saturday after I'm done. I'm just messing around. I will be okay. But the thing is, I will be tired as F. And, you know, it's a good tired, though. Because, like, I mean, just to go ahead and do all those cool things and just make everything really exciting for me, the Jam fam, and those of you in the J360 Legion, it's just an incredible, strong finish for, like, you know, a great event. And honestly, though, I was like, you know what? As I was working on this stuff, I was like, we need to go out with a bang. Like, if this was, like, the last ever season of Jams, which would be crazy because we're starting to meet newer artists coming about that are paying attention to the show now, or those that are feeling really confident about their music and they want to participate too. So it's like, you know, this is going to be slamming, you know? So, yeah, I'm loving this. And we managed to make a lot of history around this time, too, so just stay the course. And for those that have been wondering, yeah, albums of the week are back. We managed to do, like, a top 10 of them. The first one is actually on the Instagram, so Instagram.com/J360Productions, or at J360Productions on Instagram. You know, you can see, like, the first one. I will be doing something similar to that for J360 TV. So those of you that made the list for the first one, there will be a J360 TV version advertising what you guys have made and where we go from here. You guys got to let me know about your what's upcoming and all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and help each other out, right? So, yes, Jams is all about the music, and if you're a musician and you want to make your debut, how do you submit to the shows? Okay, we'll get those. First off, for like a traditional radio show Jams episode, you submit me 2 tracks and a link, which could be a Spotify, Bandcamp, or SoundCloud, or even a YouTube channel. We have several that have YouTube channels and none of the other links. But you can submit me those, and I will put you on the show. The thing is to have your submission in by Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and that's stateside. It could be different for those of you that live outside the country and all. So, but, you know, whatever a Thursday in the U.S. time would be, just make sure you get it in by that 5 p.m. Eastern. That because, you know, we getting everything structured and ready to go at that point. That's why that deadline is really, really strict. And as for, like, JamsTV, you do similar, but what you do is you take your video and you put it in, like, a WeTransfer or a Google Drive or whatever, and then you email that to j360productions@outlook.com, and you only need one video for JamsTV. So chances are, like, the JamsTV submission is a lot easier. But it also depends on the file size and, like, how you filmed your video, because sometimes, you know, it's just the way it is with video. So I try to be a little bit more lenient on that. And at least then, that's usually Saturday as the deadline for that, and around, like, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So, you know, it gives me time to watch it or whatever. So that's why I'm a little bit more lenient on JamsTV than I am on, you know, J360 Radio. So it's just the way that goes, you know. So it gives everybody a chance to not only take the time to even make their music videos, if they're going to make one. We will accept, like, traditional music videos, visualizers, or even, like, you know, concerts, like concert bits, like for, like, one track that you did on a concert or something like that. We could use that footage. I mean, like, that would be really great. But either way, you just got to email me at j360productions@outlook.com, and I will take it, you know, further. Not to mention, I also gave, like, criteria for, like, identification, like, for, like, you know, your name of the song, and the year it was made. And that's up to you. And if it's already in the video, then you're already just like right up there. You just sprinkled it, so it's all good. And I'm gonna tell you this is very incredible that we're doing all this year. You know what I mean? And like really jumping back into working on creating these shows for you guys has just been phenomenal. Speaking of which, the J-Man Show is back for another week. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Took some time from it so I could work on JamsTV, but it's back now. And it will either be a top 10 or a top 15 Jams history episode. We will see what it will be, but either way, those that, submit one track to me, if you have submitted one track to me, chances are that would be the show to put it on as a way of your audition or your debut. And we'll have a good time with that, But as for like traditional jams, no. You always need to. That's just the way that goes. And the way we've been doing it. And not to mention, I took the time to look back at all of the old Jams art and everything, so I created something new for that. You guys are going to have to wait to see what that is exactly, but every single artist that has been on Jams, that's been through here, one way or another, you're part of history. And even if we don't see eye to eye anymore or talk anymore, stuff like that, it's like, we had something grown here. And for those of you that kept coming back and stayed strong and maintained the relationships and all that kind of stuff around here in Jams, like, where else would you want to be at, right? It's been a great journey, hasn't it? It's been, like one of those things where it's like, it can be tedious sometimes, but still, like, the end result was just amazing. Like, Jams is always an event around here at J360 Productions. And then there are people out there that say, you know what really blew me away one time? Because I thought nobody listened to Jams 43. But there were quite a lot of people in my neck of the woods that said, great episode. Like, we love what you're doing and all. And I was like, well, how do you like that? Because, see, I was having issues with Twitter that whole time. Like, my socials were not agreeing with me at all that night. But the fact that people actually paid attention and saw like what was going on and came in and then like listened in the post game and all that was just like we cut through the noise. And that one and 44, and then like the season 2 numbers were pretty damn fantastic too. And I don't want to talk about numbers all the time because that's not what it's always about. It's about the fun of the experience and all. But yeah, we managed to break a lot of ground doing this one. So for like 2 years of production, god damn, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ask me, is JamsTV going to replace J360 Radio Jams? And I'm like, I keep saying no, but at the same time, you're going to have to see like how things progress. It's all about timing and like what I can produce at the time. So you just stay tuned and you go ahead and see how this goes and just enjoy this journey with me. Because I see a lot of unique things coming for the company and, future years. So you just stay tuned, okay? And outside of all that, though, I hope that a lot of you are enjoying Jammaversary. I hope a lot of you have, like, things that you want to make for Jammaversary. If you want to go ahead and call and leave, like, voicemails and all, like, that number that's on every single piece of advertisement, that is the hotline number. You can leave review messages if you want to. You could go ahead and speak about, like, what you got coming up in the pipeline, all those things. Hell, you can even make a reservation for like a J360 Hangout episode, because lots of those episodes were actually interviews with people in the Jam fam. So yeah, it's a big time. And not only that, as we come through what remains of summer and stuff like that, we can all remember what Jammaversary was, and then like we're all well on our way to the Monster Fest, and that's something to look forward to too. And not to mention years in. So, yeah. Oh, which, by the way, a lot of people ask me about what the Holiday Fest was. I mean, if anything, I try to get there, but you see, Christmas is such a hectic time. So, it's like, I can't really maintain as much as I'd like to. I would love to do, like, another event throughout all of December if I could, but at that point, it's like, I gotta do stuff for family, then I gotta do stuff for, other things, and like there are times where it's like we get like a week for it, but then that week really doesn't pan out, and then we got to go into year's end. So if anything, the one that still stands the test of time at best, we just call it year's end. You know what I'm saying? Not that we hate holidays or anything. It's just you get it if you know. You know what I mean? But all in all, though, guys, I'm having a blast doing this season. I am having a blast with all of you. Everybody is incredible and has been very responsive. So, hey, let's just stay the course and finish strong, okay? But until then, though, this is J-Man signing off, and Jams 49 is this Friday, and we're going to rock the night away, okay? All right, take care for me, okay? Peace.
Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.